Jon Goyens, former QMJHL head coach, joins us every week for the Coach's Room, and today we are zeroing in on the Montreal Canadiens, John, a team that you're obviously around a lot, a part of their radio broadcast. So let's start with special teams. It's been an interesting season in that regard. Their power play has not just, spiked at certain points. It's actually been a bit of a steady improvement, and surely that can't all just be having Patrik Laine over there, right?
No, absolutely not. In some of the clips, when we fire those up, you'll see it was about time we saw a little bit of creativity. Get Suzuki, get a guy like Caulfield. Everybody thought that guy belongs on the flank, and in fact, I think the more Caulfield and Suzuki are interchangeable and in movement and not necessarily stationary, it's opened up a ton. A guy like Slafkovsky has now become a bit of a bigger presence down low, willing to take pucks to the net, and obviously. Last year, a guy like Matheson had 62 points. He was top 10 in scoring for defensemen on the power play, but their power play was near the bottom of the league. And so this year, Lane Hutson, he eventually takes over that first power play unit, and he's cool, calm, and collected. But it is really, today's going to be a lot of Nick Suzuki pumping of tires, and he deserves all of it. This guy, you're going to see in certain clips, and I really want to set the table where he's looking here and he's showing you the puck here. He's going to zip it here. He's looking here. He's zipping it here. He looks like he's looking at two pass options. He puts it under the bar. I mean, this guy is on the verge, and I'm going to talk about it later. I think he's Team Canada material. I think he's just absolutely outstanding. And I think this whole notion of he's got to be the next Patrice Bergeron, I think he's just the Nick Suzuki. So as we fire up the power play clips, we're going to see what a guy like that does. Hudson, we're going to see what Cole Caulfield and how they move around, because now everybody is just sitting on Patrik Laine and trying to take away that Ovechkin, Patrik Laine type of one-timer. Suzuki finds himself in a lot of different spots. Look at him scan at the bumper. The bumper comes up higher. He goes east-west, shot, and he never stands around. A lot of power play players, they make their one play and they get satisfied. He's always hunting. He's always moving. And here's the movement. 50 feet out. Yes, this is a Patrik Laine absolute snipe, right? So that's an element that all teams need to be aware of. And again, watch Lane Hutson walk that line, make room, absence of bumper. I'm a huge fan of this. Get moving, create your 2-on-1s. He looks at Slafkovsky and he fires it to Caulfield on the back door. Not to pick on Buffalo too much, but they kind of deserve it on the PK. Again, Hudson walks, no bumper. They're defending a bumper that's not even there. Now it's going to go to Slafkovsky. He looks at Caulfield, go to Slafkovsky. You get a bit of a friendly bounce, but it's that willingness to create those 2-on-1s down low. The other part, an important part about power plays, win puck battles. When you do, quick strikes. Do not sit around, bang, under the bar. He does not screw around with the puck. He doesn't overhandle. And when in doubt, you got to go with quick strikes. They've been really good at quick strikes off of power play face-off wins. And a guy like Hudson, everybody's thinking, oh, why didn't they go to Laine? Well, because as Hudson attacks the middle, he's also attacking the depth. And even though he's not known for his, shot that's 100 miles an hour, he can pick corners with the best of them.
Okay, so I'm curious, you watch the Montreal Canadiens so closely. You do their games on radio. When do you think Nick Suzuki's season changed? Because I remember the first 10 to 15 games of the year.
Yeah.
A lot of people weren't happy. They looked at his game and they said, he's not nearly good enough right now. What flipped for him?
I just think he's this steady presence. And, even though it was a slump, he didn't panic. This guy's calmness, I think, allowed him to get out of that slump. He's got a stick-to-itiveness that allows him to play really well, even if he's not putting up points. He was just kind of average. But I also think that some players on other lines were starting to do a little bit better, do their job. And all of a sudden the attention got off him a little bit. But at one point he kind of said hey man, I'm the captain of the Montreal Canadiens. Screw this. I'm taking control. And you just saw his game like a locomotive. It just steadily got a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. And that closer that locomotive comes to you, you just see that that presence that he has every time he's on the ice is very, very apparent. And these clips are going to show you how well how good a job he does with and without the puck offensively to set up others to have success in a variety of different clips. So watch this play. I did this one first because it's the no assist. Watch him just leave that puck. Most guys are going to want to touch it. And he said, no, I'm going to box this guy out and I'm just going to leave it. Watch this play. Forecheck. He scans the ice. He stick handles one time. What does he do? He sets up others for success. And then you get Slavkovsky at the net. Those attacks are happening quickly. Watch here. A little spin, and he's going to stare, and he just sauces it right through 2 sticks. Bang. Caulfield puts it in the back of the net. Again, here, okay, you guys want to stand me up? I'm going to attack your toes. 1-on-4. I'm going to place chase. Watch this early scan. So he knows what's coming. He knows that there's guys coming from the bench. Low to high, simple hockey, and boom, it's on net. He sets up players. I called this game. Again, now he doesn't go early low to high because he wants Struble to get to the inside dots to improve his shot angle. So he's always very, very calculated in what he does. And now here, Malinsky all of a sudden shades over to Suzuki, which then opens up Slavkovsky. His presence has openings for others. And then as he goes down on this 2-on-1, he's got poise off the puck. He doesn't skate himself into a bad spot. He's not going to catch and try to make it cute. He just lets it rip. Here, gets a scoring chance last night. Doesn't panic, doesn't pout. What does he do? He gets to the dirty areas and he gets himself a deflection goal. He's doing it all, whether setting up others for success or doing the simple stuff. And then when in doubt, let's have a highlight reel goal versus Vancouver where he protects the puck, and he might as well have just gone one-handed on that finish.
Okay, so just to put a bow on Suzuki, so we know that he's obviously talented and has skill, but is his ability to slow the game down mentally his superpower?
Yes, very much. That and puck protection. Unbelievable.
The early scanning to me is so impressive. Like, I wish any young player could watch that and how important that is.
It's more important than all these Instagram crappy, stupid drills of jumping over all kinds of hurdles and whatever. Scan the ice, kids. Scan the ice. Keep your feet moving. Look, skate, decision.
Sorry, there you go. John, just wanted to ask you quickly about the Habs goaltending. I'm noticing that Montembeau's been playing a lot as of late, and the numbers are tailing off a little. Are they overplaying him, or is it just that time of year you got to keep going?
A lot of people feel that he's been overplayed. Look, he got pulled with 9.5 minutes left yesterday. You know, we all know that you got to watch out. You don't put in a cold goalie, and he tweaks something as well. So, I think that there's been all of a sudden this lack of use of Jakub Dobeš, and Montembeau hasn't been awful, but you could just see that there's something amiss right there. There's something amiss, and you saw that 5th goal by St. Louis where he dropped it. You know, that's not the Montembeau that has allowed them to be in a playoff position.
Yeah, that's fair. John, appreciate your time as always, and we'll chat again next week.
Have a good one.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Seravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.